How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Leicester against Arsenal, and it's another opportunity to get one step closer to the Premier League title. So, like I said, it's the preview and the predicted lineup. Leicester against Arsenal. Another opportunity to get one step closer to the Premier League title. Only 15 games left. And I know 15 games is a lot in football. 45 points to play for. And that's a lot. Especially when you think about, the ups and downs over the past few weeks in particular. Arsenal dropping points and Manchester City dropping points unexpectedly against Nottingham Forest. And I think this one's going to go all the way towards the end. And they're not going to make it easy for Arsenal fans, that's for sure. But I'm looking at this game and once again, we get to play our fixture before Manchester City. Now, it's only for a couple of hours, granted, I get that. But Manchester City will go into their game away to Bournemouth knowing what we've done. They will look at it and they will be going, they're 5 points clear of us now because we've won. Or they'll be going, well, we've got an opportunity of going back top of the league because they've either lost or drawn. So it's a huge game. And I think if we get 3 points here, that kind of just keeps us in front by those 2 points if Manchester City win. And then we have our game in hand on Wednesday night. Now, that's very big for me. Home to Everton. And I know we lost to Everton away from home a few weeks ago and everything else. But I do think that game will be completely different to the one you saw at Goodison. But let's concentrate on this one because Leicester away. Probably one of those fixtures you would have looked at 6 to 8 weeks ago and you probably thought, yeah, comfortable, easy 3 points. But Leicester, they're a little bit different and they're a dangerous side. Now, last time out against Manchester United, you look at the scoreline, and if you don't actually watch the game and you just look at the scoreline, you'll think comfortable, easy win for Manchester United, no problems, no drama. But that really was not the story of the game. Opening 20 minutes of that game, Leicester should have been winning. They would have been a good 2 goals clear if it wasn't for David De Gea. And then Manchester United were able to get a foothold of the game, get themselves in front. Second half, they were able to, exert more pressure and then ended up winning the game quite comfortably. But when you look at that, and I was watching the game and I thought to myself, you know what? In an attacking sense, Leicester look dangerous. They've got some very, very good players. And they've got players that can hurt you. Defensively, that is, of course, where I think their weakness is. Set pieces in particular. We're going to have to really be on our game. Watch out what we're doing defensively because, the last couple of weeks or so, we've not been as solid in defence as we have been. So we're going to have to watch that. And of course, we're going to have to watch, those dangerous players. And I don't know what the situation is with Jamie Vardy, where he's going to be involved and playing, or he always just seems to score against Arsenal, doesn't he? But we have a really good record at Leicester. And I remember last season when we beat them there, it was a good performance. 2 very early goals and then a couple of unbelievable saves from Aaron Ramsdale. One in particular from James Maddison, the free kick. He's going to have to be on it. And if we can get the same kind of result as we did last year, then I'll be very happy, that's for sure. So listen, team lineup, it's going to be interesting. But this is what I would go with. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. Straightforward decision. I think he's looked a little bit ropey at times in the last couple of weeks. But one thing a lot of people don't really speak about was the performance against Aston Villa. We all know Jorginho at the end. We're laughing about Martinez and whatnot. Just before that, when the score was 2-2, Aaron Ramsdale made a save. An unbelievable save to tip it onto the crossbar. So that was our big save, just as important as a goal at the other end. So yeah. In the back four, first of all, on the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Ben White. I thought he was a lot better in his overall performance against Aston Villa, and pretty straightforward for me. Right centre-back, William Saliba. And again, some good performances. And I see a stat earlier on, it's quite interesting, but he's played in every Premier League game this season, bar 14 minutes. Shows how consistent and how important he's been. Left centre-back, Gabriel. Going to need him and Saliba to really shore things up a little bit and, sort things out so that we're not conceding those kind of goals we were against Aston Villa and whatnot. So, yeah. In the left-back position, I'm going to go with Zinchenko because I think away from home, I think the way that Leicester play, the pressure that they will put on, it's going to be key for Zinchenko to play that inverted role and be able to, act as that extra body in there and to create the overload. So that's what I would go with. The midfield two, I don't know what the situation with Thomas Partey is, but if he's not 100%, then don't rush him back. And I think that's testament to the performances of late from Jorginho. If Partey's not 100%, then don't risk it. I've got no problem, with Jorginho in there. But Partey, if he is 100%, then he plays. But I'll go with Jorginho and Granit Xhaka. In the attacking areas on the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka causes problems every single week. He's an immense player, and I can't say much more. Brilliant news that he's about to sign a new contract. And long may his form continue in the way that he plays and the way that he terrorises defences. In the middle, Martin Odegaard. Going to need the kind of performance we'll see in the second half against Aston Villa. That was a captain's performance. Grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Superb. On the left-hand side, this is where there will be a debate. And do you start Trossard? Do you go with Martinelli? I would go with Martinelli for this one because I think that Leicester are there to be got at defensively, and I would go with Martinelli. Up front, main striker Eddie Nketiah. From all reports that we've been seeing online, Jesus is nearly back. Might be in contention for the Everton game. Don't know whether that's true, whether there's any significance in that. We haven't heard any reports yet officially, or I haven't anyway. So yeah, we'll wait and see, but he wouldn't be starting anyway. But yeah, Eddie Nketiah, he's got to start finishing the chances he's being created against Aston Villa, and Man City. 2 games in particular where he could have had a lot of goals and he missed them all. So he's going to need to sort that one out, that's for sure. So listen, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. Big game, big opportunity to get 3 points. We go through this game, we get the 3 points, 14 more to go. But we're going to have to be wary of Leicester and their attacking threat because they're a good side. But we'll wait and see what happens. So listen, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.